Chief Minister face Nataka escalates. Will BJP bet on Bommai again? Biggest political scoop on India Today, 6:30 p.m. with Nabila Jamal.
Good evening. You're watching India Today's State of War Karnataka with me, Nabila Jamal, where I bring to you all the latest from the election season in the state of Karnataka. I am right now in Mysuru, the beautiful, iconic palace right behind me. Now, let me cut across to our first big news coming in as we see Basuraj Bommai or C.T. Ravi. It seems like the BJP at this point, the state government at this point is still confused on who's got to be their CM face. This is the big news that we're tracking here as we see this internal confusion within the BJP in Karnataka on who exactly to announce their CM face. Should it be Basuraj Bommai or should it be C.T. Ravi? In fact, India Today spoke to both of them, and in an exclusive conversation, Prahlad Joshi, who's a union minister, said very clearly that it is Basuraj Bommai, the current chief minister, who will be the CM face for Karnataka, who will be the BJP's face. On the contrary, you have Ishwarappa, the man who's known as a motor mouth within the BJP itself, who's vouching for C.T. Ravi as his bet for Chief Minister in Karnataka. It appears that there isn't a consensus on an actual name and a face for CM for the BJP in the state. And this kind of confusion is leading to many leaders saying different names in different political campaigns in the state. Let me cut across to this exclusive conversation that India Today has had with Prahlad Joshi. And of course, on the other hand, Ishwarappa claiming that C.T. Ravi must be blessed as CM.
मुख्यमंत्री अगला कौन होगा? बोम्मई साहब ही होंगे क्योंकि नया चेहरा होगा?
नहीं, तो ये प्रश्न ही नहीं है। बोम्मई हमारा मुख्यमंत्री है अभी।
नहीं, और अगर सरकार बनती है दूसरी बार सर?
बोम्मई है हमारा मुख्यमंत्री अभी
जी।
Quickly cut across to Sagai Raj, who's been tracking those details. Sagai, I was here, I am in Mysuru right now. I was part of Priyanka Gandhi's campaign. We saw in parts of Karnataka many of the BJP leaders who are campaigning hectically. That said, it seems like both political parties are still very confused on who their CM face should be. Barely 16 days to go for the elections, and it appears now that the BJP is in a fix. Is it Basuraj Bommai at all as the CM face for their party, or is it C.T. Ravi as claimed by Ishwarappa? What's the confusion here?
See, BJP had earlier said, in fact, the Supreme of BJP in Karnataka, B.S. Yediyurappa, had categorically said that there is no chief minister face. The High Command will take a decision after the elections. But now, K.S. Ishwarappa has said that people, while seeking a vote in Chikmagalur, had asked people to vote for him so that he can become the next chief minister of Karnataka. As you rightly pointed out, he's a motor mouth. We have seen these kind of controversial statements in the past, and definitely this particular statement from K.S. Ishwarappa is keeping a check on BJP, because BJP has challenged Congress to name a Lingayat chief minister. So when BJP is challenging Congress to name a Lingayat chief minister, this particular statement from K.S. Ishwarappa will definitely backfire when they go out and seek votes amongst the Lingayat community. If at all, if the Congress take this issue and try to highlight the statement of K.S. Ishwarappa.
All right. Well, like you said, the BJP in Karnataka are trying really hard to push for a Lingayat face. So Ishwarappa's statement comes as utter confusion within the party now. Will it be Baswaraj Bommai itself, or is it CT Ravi? There are many more faces in the running here. Let's see. Only time will tell, and maybe the High Command will make it a little more clear in the run-up to the elections weeks forward. On the contrary, you also have the Congress who is still confused. Is it Siddaramaiah? Is it DK Shivkumar? It appears they're all going forward with this election campaign based on issues and not a CM face. Both parties seem to be in a fix at this point. While that said, since I quoted Ishwarappa, I'm going to take you through our viewers through another comment that Ishwarappa made here today, which is controversial. As always, Ishwarappa comes up with controversial statements that has enough and more communal color to it. And this time, while in the presence of B.S. Yediyurappa, who is seated right beside him, Ishwarappa makes a statement saying that the BJP does not need even a single Muslim vote, and then goes on to say, or rather ask people or tell people, don't worry about any civic issues, don't bother about water problems, don't bother about roads or street lights or sewage issues. None of that should be your concern. What should be your concern is religion and culture. We've got to protect it, and those who try to destroy it should be put back in their place. That's more or less his pitch this political campaign as a star campaigner. Listen in.
ನಮ್ಮ ಹೆಣ್ಮಕ್ಳಿಗೆ ರೀತಿ ಆ ಮುಸಲ್ಮಾನರು ತೊಂದರೆ ಕೊಟ್ಟಾಗ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ ಕಾಂಗ್ರೆಸ್ನವರು ಗಟ್ಟಿಯ ನಮ್ಮ ಜೊತೆ ನಿಂತ್ಕೋತಾರ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಿದ್ ನಾವು ಬರೀ ರಸ್ತೆ ಚರಂಡಿ ದೀಪ ನೀರಲ್ಲ, ನಮ್ಮ ವೈಯಕ್ತಿಕ ಬದುಕು, ನಮ್ಮ ಧರ್ಮ ಸಂಸ್ಕೃತಿ, ಈ ದೇಶವನ್ನು ಉಳಿಸಬೇಕು ಅಂತಂದಾಗ ಈ ರೀತಿ ಜಾತಿಯ ಬಿಸುಬೀಜ ಬಿತ್ತನ್ನ ಎಲ್ಲಿಡಬೇಕು ಅಲ್ಲಿಡಂತ ಸಮಾಜ ಇಷ್ಟೊತ್ತ ತನಕ ಸರ್ಜಿ ಇಲ್ಲಂತ ಬಸವೇಶ್ವರ ಸಮಾಜ.
All right, that was Ishwarappa. He said what he said. Now let me quickly cut across to Amit Shah. Amit Shah and what he said during his political rally here. Amit Shah has said that Karnataka this time will not be electing netas alone. It's not going to be an election where only MLAs will be elected and that's all the responsibility of Karnataka's are. He goes on to say that people of Karnataka this time will be voting to hand over the state of Karnataka to Prime Minister Modi. And Amit Shah's comment or the statement comes at a time when JP Nadda received some flack for saying that it's about time that Modi's Ashirwad or Modi's blessings comes on the state of Karnataka. He was criticized by the opposition party, of course. And now Amit Shah, on the same lines, says that Karnataka will be voting this time to hand over the state of Karnataka to Prime Minister Modi. Listen in.
ये चुनाव सिर्फ चारों लोगों को विधायक मंत्री बनाने का चुनाव नहीं है, ये चुनाव है कर्नाटक के भविष्य को मोदी जी के हाथ में देने का चुनाव है। ये चुनाव सिर्फ चारों लोगों को विधायक मंत्री बनाने का चुनाव नहीं है, ये चुनाव है कर्नाटक के भविष्य को मोदी जी के हाथ में देने का चुनाव है।
All right, now you have national leaders who are in Karnataka who are extensively campaigning across the length and breadth of the state, and each one making some really harsh political comments and statements. You have Priyanka Gandhi, who came by, started her rally today, the first day in Karnataka, and as she continues her rally, she makes some really strong statements where she's moving around, and she appealed. I reached out to an area where she appealed to the women voters, where Priyanka Gandhi spoke about how the BJP is trying to sell off PSUs to private players. She also evoked Adani, again the Adani controversy, saying thousands of crores have been given to, or rather the PSUs have been sold to Adani. Adani makes thousands of crores on a daily basis, but the farmer makes barely 27 rupees a day. And then also spoke about Nandini, about how the BJP is trying desperately to sell off Nandini to Amul. These are statements that she made on this stage at a political campaign appealing to women voters of Karnataka. Let's have a listen.
आज प्रधानमंत्री के उद्योगपति मित्र अडानी जी कोऑपरेटिव है जो सब दूध बनाता है और दूध के पदार्थ बनाता है, उसको भी तोड़ने की कोशिश की, एक साजिश की।
ಒಂದು ಸಂಚು ಅದು
पहले 99 लाख लीटर दूध कलेक्ट किया जाता था, आज 70 लाख हो रहा है। इन्होंने जानबूझ के ये करवाया है ताकि आपको लगे कि कम हो रहा है और वो अपनी अमूल की जो कोऑपरेटिव है, जो गुजरात की कोऑपरेटिव है, वो अब कर्नाटका में ला पाए।
लेकिन प्रियंका गांधी कह रही है कि आपने जो वादे किए थे वो निभाए नहीं है और जोड़ तोड़ करके आपने सरकार बनाई थी, इस बार ऐसा नहीं होगा और पूर्ण बहुमत से कांग्रेस की सरकार।
इस बार जरूर ऐसा नहीं होगा। पूर्ण बहुमत के साथ भारतीय जनता पार्टी की सरकार बनेगी। जोड़ तोड़ की जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगी। प्रियंका की सच ही कह रही है।
Priyanka Gandhi here along the old Mysuru region, her appeal to the women. She is appealing to the women voters here, and you see a large chunk of women who've come by to listen to Priyanka Gandhi as she takes the podium here. Yenak bandidira ಇವತ್ತು? Priyanka Gandhi ನೋಡಕ್ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀರಾ, ಕೇಳಕ್ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀರಾ? ಯಾಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟ? So they say that we like Priyanka Gandhi because she's a woman like us. They're curious to know about her. They come here to see.
ನಾವು ವೋಟ್ ಹಾಕಕ್ ಬಂದೀವಿ, ಅವ್ರು ನೋಡಕ್ ಬಂದೀವಿ, ನಮ್ಮ ಸೌಲಭ್ಯ ಕೇಳಕ್ ಬಂದೀವಿ.
ಯಾಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟ ಪ್ರಿಯಾಂಕನ?
ಇಂದಿರಾ ಗಾಂಧಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕಡೆ.
She's a woman like us. Well, the woman card surely does work. It's a woman appealing to another woman. Priyanka Gandhi is possibly the only woman from the national political arena who's come by here at this point. For the BJP, we know that Finance Minister Nabila Jamal has done the same appeal to women voters of Karnataka. Priyanka Gandhi, ಯಾಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟಮಾ? ಮೇಡಮ್,
ಪ್ರಿಯಾಂಕಾ ಗಾಂಧಿ ಅವರು ಫುಲ್ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಮಾಡಾರ, ಮಹಿಳೆಯರಿಗೋಸ್ಕರ
ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ?
ಎಲ್ಲ ಪಿಂಚಣಿಯನ್ನ ಬರ್ಸಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಸ್ತ್ರೀ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಸಂಘಕ್ಕೆ
Gandhi ever. She's a reflection of Indira Gandhi. That's what they say. She's helped them. They hope that she will continue to help them. That's Priyanka Gandhi's convoy there. That's just come in. This is the old Mysuru region of Honnur, where Priyanka is now pitching for the Congress for elections, assembly elections in Karnataka. Huge crowds that have gathered to witness the spectacle. A lot of them unaware of what this is all about, just out of curiosity. Many of them are certainly aware because the old Mysuru region is known as the bastion of the Congress and the JDS. All right, I'm going to cut across to Sagai, joins us on that. Sagai, you know, we're seeing this high-pitched political campaign with national leaders, Priyanka Gandhi and Amit Shah, who are right now in Karnataka and making some really harsh political statements here. Priyanka Gandhi, of course, slamming the ruling BJP, saying the BJP is trying to sell off the state. On one hand, you have Amit Shah saying that the BJP, in fact, Karnataka will be voting to hand over Karnataka to Prime Minister Modi. On the other hand, you have Priyanka saying that BJP is attempting to sell off the state to private players. These kind of statements, she quotes Nandini and Amul controversy, quotes Adani controversy. These issues as she drums up support for herself and the Congress there in parts of Mysuru region. Tell us a little more as Priyanka appeals to the women voters, promises 2,000 rupees in cash to them as part of their poll mandate. What is this narrative and how does this narrative pan out right ahead of elections here?
See, both the parties are trying to create their own narratives. As you rightly pointed out, that the Priyanka Gandhi is hitting out at BJP, stating that they are trying to sell the country. On the other side, Amit Shah is asking people to hand over Karnataka for the future development of the state in the days to come. So both the parties have intensified their campaign in the state of Karnataka. And this is not the first time that Priyanka Gandhi is coming. This is the second time. When she came first time, she had announced the 2,000 rupees for the head of the women in their manifesto, and following that, today she had addressed one of the women's convention in Mysuru, where she is seeking, and she is a star campaigner for Congress to get women's voter, and that's what she is trying to do. And tomorrow again she will be addressing a roadshow in other places of Karnataka as well. And on the other side, BJP is also doing a similar kind of campaign where they have done a corporate bombing in the state of Karnataka, where there are leaders in many places in almost all the constituency across the state of Karnataka, including Union Minister Amit Shah and Smriti Irani, campaigning for the BJP. They don't want to leave any stone unturned when it comes to Karnataka, and that is the reason there are star campaigners who are coming from Delhi as well as in Karnataka campaign for BJP. Tomorrow it will be Nirmala Sitharaman and Yogi Adityanath will be campaigning for BJP candidates in Karnataka, and Congress is also trying to get more leaders. As of now, it is only the city leaders.
All the star campaigners who are here launching their campaign. So, Guy, thank you very much for that. We saw all the A-listers. Tomorrow, Yogi Adityanath will also be coming, following with Nirmala Sitharaman, also from the BJP, who will be arriving here, appealing to the women voters. So it's different segments and sections that they are now targeting and trying to appeal to. We're going to see how far are they able to galvanize support right ahead of polls. I'm going to cut across to our final story here, which is the JDS taking a dig promptly at the BJP for over Ramdas. In fact, Ramdas was the MLA of Krishnarajanagar in Mysuru. He was denied a ticket by the BJP, and the same MLA, after he was denied a ticket, as soon as Amit Shah arrived into Mysuru for a rally here just yesterday, there were images that went viral where S.A. Ramdas fell to the feet of Amit Shah. Now, it's said that S.A. Ramdas is a much older man. He's older than Amit Shah, and despite that, he falls to the feet of Amit Shah. One should know that JDS is very powerful in the Mysuru region, and S.A. Ramdas was one of the few BJP netas who had held power here, had held fort in the JDS bastion. So here is the JDS taking dig at the BJP, saying this chart here shows how much all of the leaders of the state of BJP are slaves to the high command. It is our culture to salute and show respect, and almost saying not falling to the feet of someone younger than your age. This is the JDS taking a dig at Ramdas falling to the feet of Amit Shah. This image here has gone viral. You're going to see these sharp attacks and sharp jibes all the way in the run-up to the elections in Karnataka. May 10th is where the state will go into vote. May 13th is where election results will come out. Until then, India Today is on the ball, bringing you every angle and all the update. But for now, thank you very much for watching.
% growth is what the company has seen. Tell us about how the financial year for 2024 is looking like now, and what is the growth plans for the coming year now?
Okay, so we measure our results on calendar year basis. So last year the results that you saw were on calendar year. This year our plan is to grow by at least 40 to 45% even more. That's the ambition. Of course, I'm a sales guy. I would also always like to sell more and more. We will see how the year goes. If I look back at quarter one has been good for us. We have grown our sales by almost 15% compared to similar period last year. The industry has grown, by the way, by 11%. So definitely the signals are positive. I think the portfolio that we have showcased also shows our ambition in terms of how we want to grow.
So I'd like to ask you on the electric vehicle penetration. India year-on-year growth is about 100% we have seen. So what are Volkswagen's plans for electric vehicles?
I think it's pretty clear if you look at it from an objective point of view that the way forward for the brand has definitely to be electrification. In fact, almost 3 weeks ago, our global CEO, Mr. Thomas Schaefer, also had an interaction with the media, with the Indian media, and he very clearly said that the path for the brand globally is electrification, and if it means global, India has to be a big part of it.
And any timelines could you give us on the vehicles?
It's difficult for me to comment formally on what the timelines are, but I think the important thing is to take the steps as they come. Of course, it has to start from top down, bringing in some of our already existing products worldwide, bringing them through the parts and components route in the premium range, and then moving towards mass electrification.
Co-powered by Max Life Insurance. You are the difference.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's play.
Hello and welcome to Lights, Camera and Cricket. You are watching a special on the IPL. Now, one of the stories of the IPL so far has been the resurgence of Ajinkya Rahane. He was dropped from the Indian team last year and was even stripped of his central contract recently. But Ajinkya Rahane put in a couple of standout performances that have now brought him back into the Indian team. Earlier today, he was named in the squad for the upcoming World Test Championship finals.
Ajinkya Rahane rolled back the years with his sublime stroke play in the match between CSK and Mumbai Indians. No slog sweeps, no power, no muscle. Just conventional batsmanship, and Ajinkya Rahane looked like a breath of fresh air. And if you thought it was his lucky day, he followed it up with similar performances in the matches to come. Rahane came into the IPL at the back of a brilliant Ranji season for Mumbai. In 11 innings, he scored more than 600 runs, including 2 centuries. And he carried that form into the IPL. In a space of 3 innings, the man who was discarded from the Indian Test team was again in the reckoning. Within no time, there was buzz about him returning for India for the all-important World Test Championship final. Within no time, there was buzz about him returning to the Indian squad for the all-important World Test Championship final. And there was hardly any surprise when his name was indeed included in the 15-man squad. But no vice-captain was named and Shrikar Bharat is the only designated wicketkeeper. Team India also decided to go with Shardul Thakur as the all-rounder and Hardik Pandya was not included. Little surprise there too after he'd said that it won't be right for him to play the ultimate test given his limited exposure to red ball cricket in recent times. There was no space for Suryakumar Yadav as well after he failed to impress in the Nagpur test. For the second time in a row, Team India will be playing the ultimate test but would be hoping that they end up being on the winning side this time. Sports Bureau, India Today.
From the World Test Championship final, let's now turn our attention to the match at hand. Gujarat Titans will take on the Mumbai Indians at their home ground today. Now, 4th place Gujarat Titans will be up against 7th placed Mumbai Indians at the Narendra Modi Stadium. A win for the Titans could take them to the top of the table, while Mumbai could bolster their top 4 hopes if they beat the hosts. Let's now take a look at all the latest happenings as well as what is making the most headlines from the world of the Indian Premier League. Lucknow Super Giants and England pacer Mark Wood will miss the latter stages of the IPL as he's expected to fly back home for the birth of his daughter. Wood and wife Sarah are expecting their second child in late May, and Wood is expected to leave the tournament sooner rather than later to be with his wife. Delhi Capitals captain David Warner has been fined 12 lakhs. That is because of his side maintaining a slow over rate during their narrow win against the Sunrisers Hyderabad. This was the first time DC were fined for the offence, but slow over rates has been a problem in this year's tournament for them. Sunrisers Hyderabad head coach Brian Lara believes his side could have been more proactive with their batting approach against the Delhi Capitals. Speaking in the post-match presser, Lara said the pitch had no demons as such and that they should have been more enterprising, especially during the power play. And finally, Delhi Capitals pace spearhead Anrik Nokia lavished praise on teammate Mukesh Kumar for the way he bowled the final over against SRH. Nokia said the way the Bengal pacer took his time and executed his plans was inspirational. Mukesh's over was key in swinging the game in Delhi's favour. Those are all the sports updates for the moment, but news updates continue on the other side of this short break.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, Let's play.
Weather forecast now. Delhi, maximum 35 and minimum 22 degrees. Mumbai, maximum 32 and minimum 27 degrees. Kolkata, maximum 37 and minimum 23 degrees.